All right, welcome back to Smoke and Mirrors. This is Rob, Dave, and Triz. We are the Lockdown Lotharios, the certified lover boys, dondering you daddies in the off season. Pause, because that sounded filthy.
Why was Donda like so great?
How you doing out there, fellas?
Yeah, I'm alright, man.
Good, big dog. I've been doing this walk every day. It's been going good though. It's my 5th day in. I was fucking smashing it.
I was actually committing to it, huh?
Yeah.
How many steps you done?
Actually. Today I've done 11,092.
Jeez. And we only hit half the day.
Those goes for a run again. But no, good.
Are you living that beat?
That was good, man. That was good. Father's Day over here, chilling.
It is.
Got my Father's Day ritual on as well, where I watch Blade Runner 2049.
Very good.
Unfettered. Yeah, but it's going well. Kicking it in straight into streaming news. So Chris Evans and ScarJo are getting together for Apple Studios for this movie called Ghosted. So I didn't know, but Chris Evans and ScarJo did like 2 movies before. There's no other details on Ghosted, but it's written by Reese and Wernick, Paul Reese and Rhett Wernick, the guys that did Deadpool and some other zombie lands and that. Yeah.
What movies did they do before?
They did
Besides Captain America and all that other
yeah, it was like pre-MCU. They had a movie in 2007, another movie in like 2008 that they were in together. I know. I didn't know either.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's a bit bloody weird. But sticking with the Apple, so we got Ewan McGregor as well as Ethan Hawke playing brothers in a film called Raymond and Ray. Now, this one sounds pretty interesting as well. So Ethan Hawke and Ewan McGregor, like I mentioned before, they're playing brothers or more so half brothers. And they lived in the shadow of a very just bad father. But somehow they still each have a sense of humor. And with their father passing, it actually gives them a chance to sort of work out who they actually are. So I'm guessing this is going to be one of those movies where there's a lot of sad notes, but then some high notes as well, which sounds really interesting. It'll be cool to see McGregor and Hawke together as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited for.
Fuck yeah. That's a good
wonder
cast,
how they're going to
man.
work off each other. Yeah.
If the father is Brian
Definitely.
Cox, it'd just be crazy.
That'd be next level. Either that or what's his face? John Voight.
Yeah. Because both of them can play real bad dads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, John Voight's, kind of being a bad dad.
Jeez. Come back, Angelina. Fucking E.T. giving you the exclusive without her crying down the barrel of the camera.
That was wild.
That was.
I don't know why they did that to him.
I know. Why'd he do that to himself? Don't put
He's an
yourself
idiot.
on the ledge like that, my friend.
It lives forever on the internet. You're never ever going to live that
I
down.
know.
You're going to be mans that cried on the E interview, staring down the barrel of the camera trying to grab an imaginary person that's not there. He was wild. Yeah, you know who else was wilding?
Who?
My man's Jason Blum. So Jason Blum came through and he was like, yeah, we got a Paranormal Activity sequel coming out. It's not so much a sequel, it's a complete redo. So it's a remake of a movie that he did, years ago that keeps making money.
Yep.
We thought this movie was going to come out 2022.
Yeah.
Right? 2022. It sounds so weird. Mans came out and said, nah, actually, in the next couple of weeks, them hits is dropping.
Yeah. He hit it with the biggest you thought.
I know. Nope, gang. It was wild. He just switched it up.
Yeah.
But it must have been in the can for a while now, though.
Probably, man. They probably focused so much attention just on getting this done, clearing the slate.
But this is a movie. Considering the style of movie, you'd think they'd be able to shoot something like this really quick, right? I mean, you have like max 3 people on the set in a scene,
Yep.
and then people outside of that. So the crew would be at least 6 feet away, obviously the whole time. So wouldn't be too hard to shoot this
No
in these
shutdowns.
in this climate. Yeah, no
Yeah.
shutdowns. You could literally, if you wanted to, go Tyler Perry styles and just, okay, well, we're getting this sound stage, and your rooms where you stay is just over there, and you fly in and you get a COVID test, and you fly in and you get a COVID test, and the day of shooting you get a COVID test.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tyler Perry got that down to a science, B.
That's why Tyler
It's
Perry.
amazing.
That's why they can just pump out movies, man.
It's amazing. But his set, like his sound stages, are the size of a bloody what's his face, man. Do you know how that bass near you stretches for so long?
Yeah.
That's what he has.
Shit.
He has an
Holy shit.
old retired military base. That's where he built his sound stages. He's a
That
beast.
guy's smart, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
I'm excited for this reboot because they went full Hustler style. They like went for it, like completely redoing it.
Yeah.
Like it's not like the camera, like found footage or whatever. It's like legit. I'm telling a haunted house story here.
Yeah.
Which-
I'm doing something completely different now.
Yeah.
I'm just using your name. That's it. Brand recognition.
So Patty Jenkins decided she had more fire in the tuck for everyone making movies on streamers. So
She had all the smoke.
yeah, she did, man. Patty Jenkins, the smoker of the week. Pause. So
Fuck bipolar disease.
so remember how she was saying it was a travesty. It was like a car crash watching Wonder Woman 84 on go to a streamer day and date. Because she hates that system. Well, now she's expanded those comments. She said, anyone that makes like a movie for a streamer, your movie looks fake.
Yeah.
And like, while I kind of like, I agree with her in some aspects of it, there's movies on streaming that look fucking quality. Mank.
She's obviously never watched anything on Apple.
Yeah.
She hasn't obviously watched Worth, which just came out this week. Like, what are we talking about, man? We have shows on Netflix that can rival a bloody cinema presentation. The Witcher looks better than anything on, like, that's an actual movie come to life.
Yeah.
That's just 10 hours long. Like, what is she talking about?
Yeah. I find it hard to listen to her now because she also said, well, I don't hear about these movies either. So they must not be doing very well. But then if like the confirmation bias that you need is that you're staying away from news about streaming services, well, motherfucker, you're going to get what you're looking for, which is nothing.
right.
Yeah. That sounds kind of stupid. If I haven't heard about it, like, go out there and fucking look then, cunt.
Exactly.
Jesus.
How does she shit on all of her co-workers though?
Yeah.
Like, how does Gal feel about that now that she's got a movie coming out on Netflix? How does who won recently for Netflix? Who won the best picture Oscar? Was it 2 years ago now? That black and
Roma?
white film for Roma. How does he feel?
Yeah, that Pedro, was it Pedro? No, Alfonso Cuarón.
Alfonso, yeah. How does he feel, man? You know what I mean? Like, these are actual filmmakers, B. Like, I don't get it. It's actual filmmakers. They, if it looks that way, they've made it look that way because Netflix shoots everything at 8K or 4K minimum. Yeah, they were saying they went out. They literally went out and bought every RE 4K camera they can buy because they only shoot in 4K and they only shoot what's his face, and it's always Dolby Vision mastered. Yeah. So I mean, they're paying $200K on top of the film. Yeah. To master it in Dolby Vision, so it looks the best that it can look. If it looks a certain way, that's that was up to the artist.
I kind of feel like she's still butthurt that about the critical reception of Wonder Woman 84.
I saw that the best tweet I saw this week about this was what's his face. Wonder Woman is a 10 out of 10 movie if you only watch the first 10 minutes. Because it starts off with that contest.
Yeah.
That is the best thing in that movie. And then it just falls to shit after that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll hang that movie right up next to Batman and Robin. Below it even.
Yeah. I don't know, like, the best moments of that movie was the contest and then the relationship between Pedro Pascal and his son. That's like the best things for me in that movie. Other than that movie is fucking throw it in the bin.
Throw it in the bin.
It's the worst DC movie we've gotten.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 84 is the worst DC movie we've gotten.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad is better than that.
Yeah.
Like the shitty chopped up WB cut of Suicide Squad is better than that movie.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Batman vs Superman is better than that movie. Man of Steel is better than that movie. Like
Birds of Prey is better than that movie.
Yeah, and made so much more money.
Yeah.
Admittedly, it wasn't COVID time. I understand that, but still, it was better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree. And that's it for streaming news this week.
That is a wrap.
Yes, sir. Now we move into film news. So we got speaking of DC, we got our first reactions for Matt Reeves The Batman. So
we say reactions in like real bloody, it's in parentheses.
Yeah.
Yeah. For real.
With some table salt sprinkled over it.
Yep.
We salt bathe the fuck out of this one. But I just want to clap that guy sometimes.
Jeez.
Just do those runs and pushes.
That's tough, man. Just walk past and pull his ponytail.
It's the Matrix kick in the back, dude.
Oh, fuck.
When Biggie says, I'll kick him in the back, that's what I see.
Yeah.
When I hear it, that's what I see is Morpheus flying across and that agent just copping it in the back like that. That's a dirty move.
That is a dirty move. Morpheus comes out of there with tiger claws as well.
Oh, fuck. But fucking with the Batman, they're saying the cut is currently 3 hours long from the cut that was shown. And they're saying it's like a full-on fucking horror movie as well, which is very different to the usual Batman takes that we've seen, so it's a lot darker. There was a lot of praise for Robert Pattinson as well. Same with the Batmobile and Zoe Kravitz. But they were saying the highlight of this fucking movie was Paul Dano, because he's just fucking crazy how he actually plays the Riddler. So it all sounds very exciting, but taking it with a fucking big-ass grain of salt, because I got the suspicion that this movie might be ass when I actually watch it.
Yeah, like, my expectations are still high, only because I don't believe this guy. When someone comes into the conversation and they're like, I have a mate that's seen it, I know for sure that's a bullshit story.
Yeah.
But like,
just waiting for a mate.
If this is true, then I think we can all be excited for it. But they said the same thing about Batman Begins as well. How they depicted Batman taking out those guys. They said it was like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nothing we haven't seen before. Right? So we've seen that. We've seen Batman as the horror villain or something like that before. What I would have loved is if they, like with Suicide Squad, if they depicted Batman as like the villain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the villain that they're scared of, they don't want to be caught by the bat. He's going to break their arm or something like that.
Yeah.
He's going to hurt them.
Yeah.
That you want to see that fear. That's the fear that you want, because that's what he inspires, right? He wants to inspire fear.
Yeah.
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 And from that first look trailer, I think we're going to get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've seen the brutality on screen. I don't know how far they're going to push it, but it also looks like the cops, like, they don't want to let Batman go interrogate someone or let him be in the same room as a criminal because he knows he's going to fuck him up.
Yeah, they know what he's going to do.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like hopefully it's good. I could be like, putting more, like giving this movie more credit than it actually deserves. You know what I mean? But I have been skeptical of a Matt Reeves movie and been pleasantly surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. What do you call it? If they have a moment like Arkham Knight when he has that dude and he's like, fucking, next time I'll break the other one. And he's like, what do you mean? Then he just breaks his fucking arm.
Jeez.
That'd be some badass shit.
Yeah.
You remember that? And
Break
then he
one.
breaks his fucking arm in the prison as well.
Jeez.
Yeah. Breaks
Grabs
one
that
of
out through the
wrists.
bars.
It was wily.
Yeah. But if we see that, and if it's something akin to like Batman Begins when he takes out Falcone's dudes in the fucking the docks, that'll be cool as well. Where you don't see him, but you just see the dudes getting fucked up. Or even like moments with Night Owl when he fucks up that Nartop in the bar and he's spitting out his teeth like that.
Yeah.
As long as I don't see scenes of like, first person view and like hands and feet going, like I don't want to see that, B. That's something we do not want to see.
You know, it'd be fucked. Is that if it wasn't him taking out criminals for the first person shot, it's like him practicing his karate or something.
I know. He built this with a VR experience in mind.
Can you imagine that? That's
Crazy.
the montage.
Oh god, it better not be. They better have montages in here though.
Yeah. Because after,
Yeah.
well, it's the second year, right? It's like Batman Year 2.
Yeah.
Mm.
So he's already Batman.
Yep.
Yeah. He's established himself.
All right. So the news out there is that Expendables 4 is a go. Statham is on board as a producer as well as starring in it. It's going to be Stallone, Statham, Couture, and Lundgren that are returning to the fold once again. Joining them is going to be Curtis Jackson, or 50 Cent, if you want to call him that, Megan Fox, and Tony Jaa. And Scott Waugh is going to direct. Now, supposedly, Statham and Megan Fox supposedly run this team. So for me, that means that Stallone's going to die. Right?
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
I don't want Stallone to die.
No.
I would like Stallone to maybe stay in as that tank character. Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But, they did the same shit on Escape Plan 2. Or Escape Plan 3, sorry. And it was Batista was the main character.
There's, I think, Escape Plan 2
Yeah.
is the same thing, right? So
Yeah.
Stallone goes in, gets kidnapped, and then they have to go and try find Stallone.
Yeah.
But that's because Stallone's only in there at the start and then right at the end.
Yeah. This sounds
Wow.
like DTV to me.
Big DTV.
Like that cast as well. Like, I feel
That's
like
DTV
if you want,
heaven right there.
huh?
That's DTV heaven right there.
Badly. This is like
That's the stars of DTV right there.
as soon as you throw Tony Jaa in there, I know it's DTV.
I don't like that Stallone's not writing it. I don't know why. If Stallone was going to step back, if he's going to step back in the capacity as an actor and not do so much, why he couldn't direct this movie?
Yep.
Stallone. I love Stallone's direction. For some, like I love what he directs. Like he directs well.
Yeah.
So why not do it some more? That's I don't know.
That's a
See
shame.
how it is. I'm hoping that it's weird that it's Megan Fox and not what's her face, Rousey.
I
I don't know
know.
what happened. That's almost like they're just wiping that slate clear.
Have you noticed they also haven't like sort of said anything about the big action star that's going to join? You know what I mean? Like, is it Tony Jaa? Is that what they're saying? He's the action
hope
star?
not. It can't be Scott Atkins. He's already been in there. I don't know, man.
Because it was like Van Damme for the second, Gibson for the third.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to top that. They need to get Eastwood.
Yeah. It'd be cool if they did get Eastwood.
Eastwood as the villain would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be cool.
Just
Can you imagine if Eastwood could still move?
Can't.
Does that leg sweep like Gibbo?
I don't think that was even Gibbo.
Could be Seagal, actually.
Seagal. He'd be more like the guy in the chair now, though.
Not necessarily. He was moving around and whatnot in Machete. So
yeah, true. Machete was some years ago, though.
Yeah, but Seagal is still making movies.
Yes. Paramount is getting right in their insurer's ass over the Mission Impossible 7 delays. So the insurer for Mission Impossible, the production, has basically come out and said, we're not going to give you any more money than the money that we've given you for the delays. And like what we've given you was in our purview and our contract. So you're not covered for anything else. What Paramount are saying is like, you fucked us because like we had to shut down due to COVID, which should have been part of like, you know, the contract that we had. You owe us millions, like maybe nearly like $100 million.
Literally $100 million.
Which is wild. Like considering how many times they shut down this production, I think overall it was four times.
4 or 5.
Yeah. It was quite a few.
But just recently they shut down again.
Yeah. So like I don't know how it's gonna pan out. I honestly think that Paramount deserves the money. Because
so they originally wanted to. Paramount requested $100 million, and they expected $100 million.
Yeah.
They what's his face? They only want to give them $1 million per. $1 million per day, or something. Yeah, it's something crazy.
They're losing out like 80 million, 75 million.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No way, man. They have to sue. Like this literally falls under that clause or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The actors clause. So that they were insured for it. They were paying for it. These guys need to pay out for them. Man.
I'm pretty sure the person that's like spearheading this now with the insurers is Cruz.
Oh yeah.
He is not fucking around.
No.
Because he's a producer on the movie as well. He's going to get in that ass. Pause.
100 million?
Yeah.
100 million you're going to try stiff me. No way.
I know. Fucking insurers. It's all a scam.
Cruz will get what's his face. He'll go full bloody what's his face. Full New York on them and it'll be finished.
Full Vincent. You are fucking with my timetable.
Literally. Full Vincent.
I fucking love it. Excuse me. But no, fuck, I hope they just release these films, man. I'm fucking hanging to watch Mission Impossible.
Same.
I'm sick and tired of waiting. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. But onto other news. So Francis Ford Coppola has done some further casting for his dream movie, Megalopolis. So now he's got Oscar Isaac, Forrest Whitaker, Cate Blanchett, Jon Voight, and James Caan. And as well as that, they've also got possible roles for Zendaya, as well as Michelle Pfeiffer's and the Jessica Lange. Pretty exciting as well. So Megalopolis is that it's about a mayor during a global financial crisis, but it's meant to play out like something akin to the Catalan conspiracy back in 62 BC. Just for further context, the Catalan conspiracy was regarding Lucius Catalan and his objective to overthrow the Roman fucking government. Or more specifically, to take out the aristocratic Senate back in 62 BC. So I'm thinking this is going to be them trying to overthrow the mayor during this crisis, because maybe you're doing some dumb shit. I don't know.
Shit.
So, yeah. So it sounds fucking crazy, man. It's the Catalina fucking wine mixer.
That's the first thing I thought of, right?
Shit. This is like almost like legal Godfather, mafia type stuff.
Yeah. This is fucking crazy, man.
We just switched the mafia roles with politicians.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, our mobsters anyway.
Bastards.
Bitches. All right, and our last piece of film news this week. So it's been reported that Bassam Tariq is gonna be directing Blade. He's signed on.
Nice.
He's ready to go.
I'm excited for that.
So am I. It's just for me, like, you know, subject matter. Blade needs to be R-rated.
We shall see.
We can't. Like, it doesn't make sense. Yes, he stabs them and they ash, and you can get away with that nowadays. But there's no way you're going to have someone out there like drinking blood and all that sort of stuff and expect to get a PG-13 rating.
Yep. Unless they drink the blood, but it's clean, like they drink it through the fangs.
Oh, God. Who did that? Someone did that. That was in a terrible vampire movie.
Oh, there's just like the one trickle of blood.
I don't like that, though.
Me neither.
Like with Blade, like they were tearing chunks off, which was mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that what's his face would just flow. The blood would flow. Beautiful.
Always remember when Nomak bites that first vampire and you just see the blood poof, all on the fucking wall like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, or even in Blade where he's driving down the street and then the camera just pans over to that one vampire and he's like gouging that chick's neck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Shit is crazy.
What movie is it where you see it drip down and then come back up?
I'm thinking Dracula 2000 or something.
I think it is Dracula 2000. But yeah, so the Bassam, he said at first, you know, he didn't think this was going to happen. Like he felt a bit, you know, up in the air about it, but you know, he's happy, he's excited to direct. He was talking about, what did he say?
The big swings.
Yeah, so Marvel supposedly takes big swings. We'll see.
Just cue that first person shit again.
Yeah, man. He was saying, like, you know, the interesting thing that he did say was that, you know, there is no box with Marvel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they don't sort of play within a box. Which is like, you know, I understand that. I get that. You can see with things like Shang-Chi or something like that, where they're sort of branching out and trying to do different things. But the boxes that they do play in are still restrictive for movies, for me. That's what I think. So the whole bloody the rating scheme and everything, and nothing can be R-rated or nothing can be like that. That's a box that they need to sort of step out of, and hopefully with Blade, they step out of that.
Hopefully.
I mean, Mahershala requested this. Mahershala didn't want to do anything else. Didn't want to be Adam Warlock or someone like that, or Kang, which I could see Mahershala playing,
or Reed Richards,
immaculately. He wanted to play Blade, man, and they said yeah. And his vision of Blade is based on Wesley, right? So Wesley's version of Blade is an R-rated Blade. It's a blade that swears. It's a blade that's not really nice to people. It's, you know.
But that's also because Blade doesn't operate in the same world as like the rest of, not operate in the same world. It's in the same world, but like he's active at night. He's dealing with the underworld.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Avengers are out there fighting battles in the day.
Yeah. I mean,
fight in the shade.
He should be teaming up with Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Which is yet to be cast as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. T-Dog sent through a thing today. It's a story today.
You're right.
I think with Marvel wishing Keanu happy birthday, I think that's their Ghost Rider.
Do you think that's like because Keanu's like also a motorcycle enthusiast?
Well,
they would
because
want him.
He builds his own motorcycles, so it makes sense they could use his his shop to build his own Ghost Rider motorcycle.
I'd be in for that, man.
So would I.
Yeah. Or maybe this is like, it's either that or he's just building the motorcycle for whoever will be Ghost Rider and they just keep him for another Marvel character.
I think he suits Ghost Rider though.
Just Johnny Blaze, yeah.
Like almost used like the Hulk is. Where the Hulk only like shows up in team up movies or in someone else's property, but he never gets his own.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of feel about him. Just like for now, because we've seen what happened with the other Ghost Rider, the Nick Cage one.
Yeah. But then
that's because of that director's take on the material, right?
Yeah.
I mean, initially, it's funny talking about Blade and Ghost Rider together, but David Goyer initially wrote Ghost Rider first, right? That opening scene in Blade is what was going to be in that first Ghost Rider movie.
That's fucking crazy.
So Ghost Rider goes into a club, and they're going crazy. There's demons and shit everywhere, and he excises everyone in that fucking room. That was the opening for Ghost Rider. And he couldn't get Ghost Rider off the ground, and he was like, "Fuck it, what's his face wants Blade? We'll put it in Blade." And it like Rogan was talking about it. Rogan said that's his favorite comic book scene in a movie.
That first scene in Blade.
That first scene in Blade is his favorite thing in the world. He loves it.
Yeah, I agree with him.
Yeah. This is from a man that was supposed to fight Wesley Snipes back in the day.
Rogan.
Yeah.
Was going to fight Wesley.
Yeah.
Wesley better watch his ass with Rogan's back kicks, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Rogan would have killed Wesley.
You reckon?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a ground game. What was he going to do if Rogan got him on the ground?
You think that was Wesley's flex when in Blade 2 he was like doing all those wrestling moves?
I don't know. The wrestling move was popping that movie.
Oh shit.
Man, I wonder what like early 2000s Ghost Rider would have looked like though. Like, do you reckon it would have been more practical than CG?
Definitely. It'd look like Skeletor, man. It'd look like higher end Skeletor.
You reckon they still would have had the flames?
Yes.
They actually set him on fire.
You get 5 minutes.
They could do that back in the day, right? So we're talking about like when early 2000s and whatnot. So the Matrix would have come out. You saw the flames in the Matrix already, so you'd be able to do it.
Yeah,
true. I think, like, thinking about those old Ghost Rider movies, I think the best scene in that fucking movie was the first transformation, and that was it for me. Everything else was cheesy bullshit.
Yeah.
I love the jump that he does and then smashes when he crashes that first jump. I like that. But that's really about it for me.
But you can tell that movie shot in Australia though.
Yeah.
And it just felt really cheesy.
Yeah.
Like DTV cheesy.
Yeah. I don't know. You had a really great actor to play Ghost Rider, but then it's just everything was taken so like literally from the script to the screen.
Why have him drinking the Skittles out of the cocktail cup?
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like my material of Johnny Blaze was that he's just a very like dark and brooding man who like just hopes for death and then shit goes down like that.
Hopefully they get it right in the next one.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Did anyone watch Diego Luna's take on Ghost Rider?
It's supposed to be fire.
Pun intended.
All right, and that's it for film news this week. And now it is time to fan the hammer.
Gunshot. Ooh, gunshot.
And we will go. So, Robert Rodriguez says Book of Boba Fett over delivers on anything you were expecting before. Christina Hodson, who also wrote Birds of Prey, has just completed the Batgirl script for HBO Max. Netflix has gotten their hands on the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie that will retcon everything, all the sequels that came after it. We're getting a new Rocketeer coming straight to Disney Plus, which will deal with an ex-Tuskegee Airman. Peacemaker poster has been released with John Cena putting the deuces up. Jabari Banks will lead the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air remake at Peacock. Extraction 2 ditches Australian shores to go shoot in Europe. So we also got some delays there with Top Gun moving to May 27th next year, and Mission Impossible 7 also dropping September 30th next year, while Jackass Forever has moved to Feb 4th next year as well. Golden Jabon Reservation Dogs Season 2 is coming. It's been renewed for another one.
Fuck yeah.
We're also getting the Dead Boy Detectives at HBO, another Neil Gaiman property because he's so hot right now. Candyman killed the box office last week with a $20 million opening. Jungle Cruise 2 has been confirmed with both The Rock and Emily Blunt returning. Dennis Rodman's Vegas Bender, that's notorious during the Utah Jazz feud and fucking playoffs, is becoming a film. Shazam sequel wraps with I don't know what the director's name is, confirming. So we're also going to get Casey Lemons, who's going to direct the Whitney Houston biopic, I Want to Dance with Somebody. Alfred Woodard is going to join Gary Doberman's Salem's Lot as Dr. Cody. The Accountant, Gavin O'Connor's movie from a couple of years ago, has been greenlit for a sequel. Apparently, this one's going to focus on the relationship between the two brothers, John Bernthal and Ben Affleck. And the last piece of news there, DC Fandom is hitting on the 16th of October. Get your tickets now. Watch it virtually. Hopefully we get some new shit. I don't know.
New Batman trailer, please.
And that's it.
Probably will be.
For Fanning Lehama, Squirt Maneuvers is done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving into movie trailers there. Kick it off, T-Balls.
Zoltan. What do you call it? So we got our first teaser for The Guilty with Jake Gyllenhaal. This is the Antoine Fuqua one, where he shot some of the scenes in the bus because of the COVIDs.
Yeah.
But very brief, and it was just the scripting for the actual, I guess, scene that was going on, which then zooms out to be Gyllenhaal's face as well. So this still sounds really interesting to me. I like these like in the single room COVID movies that are coming out, and with Gyllenhaal being a fucking emotional powerhouse, that should be good. But it sounds fucking crazy as well. Just the shit that's going on in there as well.
Yeah.
With her being like kidnapped and all that shit. Fucking wild, man.
Yeah.
Wonder how this is going to play out. And then with Gyllenhaal also breaking down during the fucking movie as well.
Like what we've seen looks good. I think this is enough. Like it's dropping next month, I think, like early October. It's coming to theaters as well. I don't think they should show you much more.
Yeah.
This should be it. They should have like a clip and then that's it.
Yeah.
Doesn't need another trailer.
I don't need one. I don't need another trailer. I'm in for this.
Yeah.
Should be good.
We got another trailer for John Bronco Rides Again, which looks good. It's only 30 seconds, but it's him as an older man, now sort of coming back into the game. He's got to find his mojo once again.
He is pimping that new Bronco. I love that new Bronco, by the way.
That looks sexy, that car.
Oh, man.
But Walton Goggins just looks like he's killing shit in here.
Yeah. He's wearing some nice old people makeup in there, so... Yeah, it looks good.
The little fucking run he does when he gets out of the car killed me. Oh, fuck.
We got our first trailer from My Son. So this is the... what's his name? James McAvoy, where it was literally off script. There was no script. They chucked him into a bloody escape room, and he had to act.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild. So he had to find the clues. He had to do everything himself, all while acting, all while being filmed. So yeah, this doesn't look too bad, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks
Doesn't look too bad.
like, considering like he doesn't have a script. It seems like
Yeah.
his first response was always to cry.
Yeah,
But dealing with the subject matter, like, I can understand that.
of course. It's your son, Tommy.
Hopefully it plays out really, really nicely, because it looks like it's pretty tense. And
Yeah.
it dips into his past. Like, he's got a past being, I don't know, maybe a mercenary or something in like Iraq and Afghanistan and like Libya, all these places. It feels like his past is catching up with him. Could be great.
Could be the best. We also we got our first trailer for Red Notice as well. So this is the Ryan Reynolds and The Rock team up movie. So this looks pretty cool as well. What do you call it? So it looks like The Rock initially takes down fucking Reynolds to get him to take down Gal Gadot as well. Fucker looks funny though, man.
Yeah.
Like, just seeing the fucking them from Hobbs and Shaw to this, and they're bringing that same fucking energy. So good, man. That jacket looks like Statement.
Statement piece. The energy in this movie looks really good. It looks like one of those old school big budget movies. Like, with like, it's globe hopping, it's fucking like big budget action sequences, big fights and stuff, but it's still going to be PG-13. Like, I even tweeted The Rock, Reynolds, and Gal Gadot, and just kind of like asked, is this like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Why did she, you know how like in the trailer they go and sort of approach her and they're going to take her down?
Yeah.
Why did she take her hair out? Don't they usually put their hair up?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe it was like a power statement, power move, saying
Power
like,
pose.
you all ain't shit.
Don't even need to keep my hair up for this one.
But I'm in for this, man.
When you see, like, you know, the UFC fighters, the women UFC fighter, or the men for that matter, if they've got long hair, braid it up.
Yeah.
So it stays out of your face.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got
it looks good though, man.
We got our first trailer for Wheel of Time. First little look there. Where I think all the women have the magic in the world. And they've got like their own little league there, and then something comes into the world that sort of threatens that, and they have to band together to save it. But yeah, everything was kind of on display here. Had a couple of Lord of the Rings vibes. CG. There's some practical effects as well, which looked nice, like the monster effects and stuff. But it looked really cheap, weirdly. For me, I don't know. It kind of had like this really slick Hercules kind of look to it.
If this is what Amazon's pumping out, then I'm scared for Lord of the Rings.
But this might not have had as much budget because of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, this looks like
billion.
The biggest thing was that logo at the end. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah,
and the music sounded fucking mad in this.
Yeah,
like next level music in there. It's like Hans Zimmer on the track.
Jesus.
See Zimmer him. Sorry, I was going to say you see Zimmer himself playing the violin for that.
As long as that's not that fucker Andre Roux.
Jeez.
Always smiling the cunt.
Andre Roux is going to get it, man. Seriously.
The next album cover is like Andre P stuff.
Just the nobody poster.
Something about him. I just want to punch that out. Just smile. The smile is palpable in those action shots of him. He knows how much money he's making. You never know how much money you're making.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every Andre Roux poster is him like just like in a plane or something like that, like or in a train
Exactly.
or like same pose though.
Smelling the fart just all the time. We got our first trailer for Belfast. So this looks good. I have no idea what this movie's about. I don't know if it's just about Belfast back in the day, before the war, but this looks unreal, this movie, man. This looks really, really good.
Yeah. It almost feels really personal coming from Kenneth Branagh. Like this
Yeah.
is almost like semi autobiographical.
Mm.
Like I don't know about him growing up in Belfast.
Yeah. It's weird that he is Irish, yeah?
I I don't know.
Yeah. He looks it. The red hair and the blue eyes and whatnot.
Yeah.
He looks like he could be.
He almost looks like
Um,
Scottish. Like and with
yeah.
the last name Branagh, but I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? But yeah, this looks good, man. So this is a story about them growing up when 1950.
Is it 54?
Yeah. So just before the war, because the war was in 64, I think. Yeah, so just before the war, this is a young kid growing up in Ireland. It looks like the whole IRA thing is starting up,
Yep.
and there's kids and everything dying and whatnot, and going out and fighting wars,
Yeah.
and they're just trying to keep their family together.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
also move out.
Yeah, and get out of
Yeah,
Belfast.
and the fear of leaving Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you always were right. So, fucking Brennan was born in Belfast.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a semi-autobiographical film which chronicles the life of a working-class family and their young son's childhood during the tumult of the 1960s in the Northern Ireland capital.
But yeah, that time that's a wild time, man. Like when you think it's just weird. Like you had sort of one war after the other there, right? So you had the war with the Catholics versus the Protestants, and then they surged straight into World War II, right?
Yeah.
And then that stretches on for 4 years, I think 5 years. I think World War II stretched on for. Yeah, it's just wild, just wild times there. So you'd expect all of all the men to be sort of leaving Belfast after that.
Yeah. Yeah. This shit looks good.
Wild time.
It almost felt like a musical.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it doesn't look like a musical. Like I didn't see anyone singing and dancing in the streets except for his father. And Kieran Hines looks fucking good in here as well.
Yeah.
Like I
Kieran
like that
Hines-
little piece where he's like, my dad said that if we cross the sea, no one will understand us. And he's like, well, they can't understand you. They're not listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like
Kieran
it.
is. Yeah. Mans is a legend, though, the old Kieran Hines.
I know.
That's his grandfather, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. That's his grandfather because Judi Dench is his grandmother. Yeah. And Jamie Dornan, I was surprised to see Jamie Dornan
Yeah.
in this. Like, he just seems like he's doing really good work. It's weird, that guy, because, like, I only know him from 50 Shades of Grey. I've never ever watched that movie.
Did you watch?
But that's the only thing I sort of know.
Did you watch Synchronic?
No, I didn't watch Synchronic.
He was good in there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Really good. He can do like a flawless American accent.
Can he do Wolverine?
Oh. Actually not a bad choice for Wolvie there.
Yeah.
He's got the look for it.
He's got to look for it. He's he's old enough. He's not too young. Doesn't look too young. Can play older if he needs to.
Yep.
I reckon that's a move.
As long as Wolvie's like line isn't like I fuck hard or something.
He's or spank me.
And the last, and I think the best trailer of the week is the new Taylor Sheridan executively produced show Mayor of Kingstown, starring Jeremy Renner there.
Yeah. This is on what? FX?
AMC.
Or Hulu?
AMC.
AMC, sorry. Yes, it comes back.
It looks like it's got a lot of the same Wind River crew as well
Yeah,
coming back.
yeah.
But it's about the prison system in this town, Kingstown,
Mm-hmm.
and how the mayor doesn't really have as much power as the owner of that jail. And they kind of run shit. They're the richest people in the land. And they kind of like, it looks like they enforce the law as well.
Yeah,
And Jeremy Renner's part of that family.
yeah. It looks like his father is the current what's his face, head of that prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like or his father or his brother or something like that. But yeah, this looks next level, man.
Yeah. Oh,
You
Yeah.
can see this happening for real in certain places.
Like it almost seems like something happens in that town that they have to get like the FBI or someone external to the town to come help, and then like Renner clashes with them.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
this sort of under the table shit, like the outlaw almost.
This shit is real. That's why you know that it's happening. Like those towns in America where there is only a prison system there. You know that this is happening. Like they're usually out in bloody bumfuck Idaho or something like that, where there's nothing there. There's maybe one town there, and then the prison.
Yeah.
That prison is feeding that town. That's where everyone from that town works. It's like yeah, it's crazy.
I'm excited, man. I think it's
Oh
dropping
man,
soon, eh? Like it's like in the next 2 weeks, I think.
28th or something, 27th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, not the wait.
Yeah, should be good.
Mm-hmm.
and that's it for movie trailers this week.
That's it.
Moving into entertainment news. Bado.
Bado. Our only piece of entertainment news this week is a sad piece. So, rest in peace, Ed Asner. Passed away when? Last week, Thursday? Yeah. Passed away last week, Thursday. I mean, Ed was probably how old at the time?
91.
91. Ed had a good run.
Yeah. Very good
Right,
run.
so Ed, as you know, is part of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. So good on that show. Ed got his own fucking spin-off.
Fuck.
Called, what's it called? Lou Grant. Right? You got to be good to get a spin-off, right? Ed was in the miniseries Rich Man, Poor Man. He was in Roots. I know Ed because he played the old man in Up. Made me cry my fucking eyes out when I saw, just right at the start of the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, do we know how Ed died?
No, there was no cause of death released. And I didn't chase it too much.
Yeah.
I would assume like something failed.
Yeah. Something failed. 91.
4 kids.
4 kids with what's her face? Catherine Asner. Huh?
Catherine Asner is his daughter.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap.
From Voyager?
Yeah. From Deep Space Nine.
Sorry, yeah. Was she Queen Ace?
Catherine Asner.
Was she Ace of Spades or whatever?
I don't know. But I think I thought she was that Borg. The Queen Borg. Anyway. But yeah. Rest in peace, Ed Asner.
Yeah.
Sad times, man.
It is. He was like just a legend in the game. He's got such a unique voice as well.
Yeah.
I always think that guy from What's His Face is Ed Asner. Reservoir Dogs. And you, when I come back, I want my book back.
Uh,
Mm,
yeah, that's sad, man. Sad note to
Yeah.
end on.
it is.
And that's all the news that we have this week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there, Vado. What you watch?
I had a good week this week.
I seen. Busy man.
I was off this week, so it made sense. So I watched the Wolverine. I had to finish off. I don't ever watch Origins, so that's it. That's as far as that goes. Vacation Friends, Ninja Assassin, Riddick, Straight Outta Compton, Scary Movie, Braven, which was okay. I watched Worth. Worth was amazing.
Hmm.
It's weird seeing a 9/11 movie like so far after the fact.
Yeah.
I don't know why they waited so long to sort of tell. This is a true story, so why they waited so long to actually tell this story.
Because this shit's still going.
Well, that's what I found out at the end of the movie. So
Yeah.
like they only read like they had to meet their deadline. What was it, the 22nd or 23rd of December or something like that?
Yeah.
2003. They met the deadline. They got 80% of the people, but this shit's still ongoing.
Hmm.
It's wild. But they,
Mm.
yeah. What's his face killed it. Keaton killed it. Tucci, amazing.
Yep.
Like his character, the portrayal of his character, amazing. Like it was just next level, man. And then you got Edie from bloody what's his face in there that was really damn good as well. Edie from The Wire. It was amazing. It was so good. Yesterday watched Leon, End of Watch, Don't Breathe 2,
How was that?
7. Don't Breathe 2 was okay. I prefer the first one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I watched the second episode of C. That was next level. That was so good. And then I watched that next episode of Untold.
Ah, yeah. How was that?
Yeah, that was
Is this still
that
Malice
was
at the Palace?
no. Malice. It's just one episode runs, and then they switch the story, right? So this one was about this bloody mobster that bought his son, a bloody 17-year-old son, a hockey team, and yeah, everything that happens after that. Yeah, so that Untold was next level. It's quite good. Even the one before that. The one before that was about this, like, the most decorated sort of female boxer in the world. Yeah, she started doing drugs and yeah, crazy.
I got to catch up with that show.
They're good. The Malice in the Palace is only like an hour long.
Yeah.
The next one's only an hour long. This one, because there was so much in there, was like 90 minutes. Yeah, but it's cool. It's like mini documentaries on sports.
I'm a sign them.
It's pretty good, man. Check it out.
Very good.
Nice. I only watched Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, the complete cut, mind you.
Very good.
That shit was excellent to catch up on. It's just 4K was kind of trash, but that was as per the reviews. But it was good to see this again. The last time I saw this was a fucking while ago, man. But it was good, this movie, man. It was good to like see it again.
Yeah.
Action scenes still hold up. Shit is still fire.
Yeah.
That shit is action packed as well.
Yeah.
I completely forgot how action packed this movie was.
Thrill a minute.
I know, right? Shit got you on shakes the whole time.
Big tour de force anime.
What do you call it? This is the only like piece of Japanese content where I can't watch it in Japanese. I have to watch it in English because that's how I fucking watched it before.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Sometimes in Japanese voices, they're a little bit too cutesy for now. It's like,
Oni-chan. Shit is wild, dog. But nah, them shits was nice.
That's mad.
And that was it for me. I watched episode 2 and 3 of The Wire as well.
Oh, very good. How you liking The Wire so far there, Vado?
I'm fucking enjoying the shit out of The Wire, dog. Shit is nice.
I must watch it soon.
Must be nice. After this, I might actually sit down and actually watch The Sopranos since I've never watched it.
Champion. You're in for a
I know.
treat.
I know.
Best show on TV.
I watched the new Candyman, which was good.
How did you watch this, pray tell, my friend?
I have my ways. Like all old women, they have their ways. I couldn't hold back. I needs to watch it. And he poured court and stormed there. I really enjoyed it, but yeah, I'm waiting for it to come out properly to watch it again. I watched this documentary called Ramen Heads. Super Deep, the Russian horror flick on Shudder. I also watched Worth, and it went by too quickly. Like the pacing was so good in that movie that I don't think 2 hours was enough for it.
No, I think I could have done with about an hour more.
Yeah.
They jumped. They really had big jumps in there.
Yeah, I almost think like it should have had the Law and Order. Dun, dun. I watched Blade Runner 2049, which is always like my Father's Day movie. See the next episode there, of season 2. I watched all of season 1, Succession, which
that was a bit.
Succession is like the best show. Like this show drops you into a family of fucking vipers that are all looking to prey on each other for personal gain.
Jesus.
They are fucking wild, and like they're all like calculating, scheming pricks, and you fucking hate every one of them, but you can't wait to watch the next episode. This shit has you on the edge of your seat. Watch
How's
this
that
shit.
Calkin in there?
Who?
The Calkin.
The
Is it
Calkin.
Rory?
Everyone kills it. Calkin kills it. Sarah Snook, the Aussie royalty from Predestination, kills it. Brian Cox is a fucking legend in here. There's this one guy.
He's that other guy.
Sorry?
There's that other guy in there. I've seen him in other stuff before.
He was in The Gentleman. He's the other weed dealer that tries to buy his... Yeah. I don't know his name right now, which I should because I just watched like 10 episodes with him in it. But
excuse me.
What's his face is... there's this other guy. His name's Tom. He's like the brother-in-law. And he's the guy that like he's so timid and he just wants to be accepted by the family, but as soon as another outsider comes in, he's like, hey, better not fuck that up, better not fuck that. He's like talking shit. Fuck, he's a loser. It's like you wait for everyone's downfall and everyone's got one. It's fucking crazy.
I'm watch them hits.
Watch it, man. Watch it and get hooked. There's 2 seasons. And the new season comes out in October. The new season drops in October. That's why I'm like getting ready for it. I watched the next episode of Reservation Dogs, which was mad. So the whole episode was like just this ride along. And the guy that sort of polices the reservation is the same guy from Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
You know the crow guy?
Yeah.
The Native American guy?
Her 2 I see in Dr. Sleep.
That like
Yes. He's also in what's his face? Braven, that guy.
Ah, okay. Wes Study also showed up in this episode.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But like it's crazy because that guy from Dr. Sleep, he also says shit ass, but he says it like shit ass. And it's crazy because Papa says shit ass, but he says it's shit ass.
Jeremy Strong is that whose name in Succession?
Jeremy Strong?
Yeah.
He's a fucking legend.
You got that Alan Ruck guy in there as well?
Who's that guy?
He's the Ferris Bueller's friend.
Yeah, he's the other son. They're all like brothers and sisters. He's the one that like he plays like Switzerland. He's always on the fence until he's not. Such a freak. And then like I caught up with What If as well, which is good. It's a good episode this week.
What If is like my Sunday, so I'll watch What If and then I'll watch Power after that. That's my Sunday. Yeah.
Very good. But yeah, Candyman was good. Like I enjoyed it, but like when I look back at the original Candyman, that scares the fuck out of me still with like looking in the mirror and how much it played with the mirror and that idea of calling his name and that sort of ritual. This doesn't have that same effect. It shoots through so quickly. It's 91 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. So even for a horror movie, it felt quick because it actually felt like this had a lot of story to kind of get through to the audience. But this, like, I'm gonna do like a review on it as part of Slightly Odd September and October.
Very
Shameless
good.
plug there. Yeah. Well, that's it. That was it for the week for me. Next week,
Quite a good week, actually.
yeah. Like I got a show in there, got a couple of moves.
Yeah.
Next week we got Malignant. I'm also gonna have a look at Succession season 2. Malignant drops
else
on Friday.
It does on HBO Max.
Yeah. Hopefully we get Candyman released on PVOD as well.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
If that comes out, I'll buy it straight away.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing Don't Breathe 2 come out, drop PVOD. So you would expect Universal will be, right behind them.
Universal needs to make up their mind. They have a big sort of, what's his face coming up? A big horror season coming up in the next couple of months. They need to figure out what they're going to do.
Yeah, man. Shit will get off the pot.
Yeah, they don't have a streaming service. So it's, hey, do we sell this? Do we sell that? Do we, like, it'd be nice to see Halloween come out on HBO Max, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then for them to do, like, all of the Halloweens.
I think at the moment, Stan's got them all the Halloweens.
Yeah, well, most of them.
Yeah.
They've got up until H2O.
Yeah. All right. That's it. That's a wrap for this week. You can catch us on all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, where we're Smoke and Mirrors Oz, as in the Wizard of. We're on YouTube, Logo Smith Media. Like, subscribe, turn that bell on. We're on Spreaker as well, where we host our podcast. And you can find all of our episodes there across a multitude of different shows that we have. Take care of yourself, love yourselves, and love movies.
Get vaccinated or don't.
Vape more. We accept you for who you are. We support you. We love you. But vape more, smoke less, and wash your ass.